So everybody and their grandmother, they usually hate on Andrew Tate. This is the first ever girl I actually try to defend Andrew Tate and try to make some points. So I kind of want to watch that real quick. Let me look at this real quick. It's caught my eyes. I was flabbergasted. Like a woman defending Andrew Tate. This is like catching a rare Pokemon.
Today, guys, I'm going to find out what the public really think about Andrew Tate. Some people think he's a misogynist, he's a sexist. Others think he's the top G and the absolute man. Let's find out what the public really think. My name is Leia Heilpan.
They gonna them females are gonna lose their minds when they figure out she's defending him. Like, why are you defending a guy like that? He's so misogynistic. Oh my God.
Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button so you never miss a video.
Andrew Tate, interesting guy, has some things that I don't agree with.
What don't you agree with?
I think some of the things that he says, especially about financial side, you're broke! Treatment of women, man, that's like pushing it.
Can you give me an example of something that he says about women that you disagree with?
The fact that, let me think.
Andrew also says that...
Come on. If you don't disagree with somebody, at least have a reason why. Jesus.
A woman is low value if she slept with loads of men. So what do you think about a woman who's had, let's say, slept with 50 men?
My body count probably 10 times that, so like I can't really shame nobody for what they did in the past.
So would you marry a woman that's been with 100 men?
I mean, now if I know that, that's a different story. Probably.
Well, you do know. I'm telling you, she's been with 100 men. Would you take her?
No.
So you do agree with Andrew? Yeah. You agree as well?
Yeah.
So what do you think about
He's still thinking.
Andrew Tate?
I think his views are horrendous, but I don't hate him because hate would require me to give him energy, and I'm not giving that man any of my energy or time. I'm glad that he's off social media and that he's been banned on most platforms.
What are one of the views that you disagree with?
Just like what he...
Hate is a strong word. Yo, bro, you got John Wayne Gacy, Jeffrey Dahmer, you know? You got a whole bunch of crazy people who did real stuff that you should hate them for it. People out here really hating Andrew Tate because of his opinion. That's wild. That's wild.
He thinks about women, that women are his property, and that like women have to do whatever their husband says. Like that's a big no-no for me.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
He literally looks like a human penis. Like a little bald head. He has sexually assaulted so many women. There's so many...
Okay. That's not true. This is what I'm talking about. Yo, bro. I sound like Sneeko right now. Bro. He didn't do that. He didn't do that. He said that somebody felt some type of way and they lied about the whole situation. He explained it already, but he basically said that didn't even happen. So he's not a trafficker.
Complaints about him. He goes on, he treats women like their property. Like, what is your value?
Four-time kickboxing world champion, trillionaire, humble.
Tell me, what is it that he said about women that you disagree with?
Like, you should treat them like materials or like objects. Like, no, man. They're people just like us.
That nigga's tripping.
There's a man that gives millions to charity. He's opened dog shelters, and he says that women are the most precious thing in the world.
And I heard he converted to Islam, by the way. But, you know, that's not going to get posted everywhere. But, yeah.
What do you think about someone like that?
I think they have some value in their life. That's a very good thing. I love animals anyway, especially dogs, so that's awesome.
Do you know who Andrew Tate is?
I've heard of him, but I don't really know too much about him.
Okay, that's who we're talking about.
Oh, well, Andrew Tate, you're dope.
You know who Andrew Tate is?
Yes, of course.
And do you like him?
No.
Why?
I don't know. He says some pretty harsh things about women. Yeah.
What did he say that was harsh about women? Let me see. I guarantee you she's about to say that.
What did he say?
I don't know, just things like I don't know specifics. Like I can't get into the specifics, so I don't know right now.
So how can you not like someone if you can't give me an example?
That's a good question.
You can't make this shit up.
I'm going to describe somebody to you. He gives a lot of money to charity. He says women are the most precious thing in the world, and he helps lift men.
All right, well, let me help. The reason, there's things that I disagree with when it comes to Andrew Tate. I think he said if your girl goes to the club, that's considered cheating. That's a little too much. That's OD. Like, I don't mind going to the club with my shorty. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind that at all. But for somebody going to the club, if your girl going to the club, I don't think that's cheating. That's the only thing I probably like fell back and I was like, I don't really agree with that, but you know what I'm saying? Other than that, he ain't saying nothing different than what your uncles used to tell you.
Out of depression. What do you think about someone like this?
I think that is somebody that we have to give all credit to.
Oh my God, it's a fucking ad.
In my own personal opinion.
So
Anything that you do, pain again. I think it happens to the best of us. Losing friends, just know it happens when you.
Turn this
this
shit
person
off.
is Andrew Tate, by the way. Do you know who that is?
I'm familiar with Andrew Tate. Yeah, I think he's a great person. Personally, I didn't know you were talking about Andrew Tate.
What's your take on Andrew Tate?
Hate him.
Why do you hate him?
I just think he's misogynistic.
What has he said that's misogynic? I guarantee he's about to say, what has Andrew Tate has said that you thought was misogynistic? She's gonna say, I don't know.
Can you define misogyny for me?
It's practically like not thinking that like you're better than women, but thinking that there's like
you can't make this shit up. They say the same. Yo, you just hate him because other people hate him.
In general, like
there's a man that gives a lot of money to charity. He says that women are the most precious thing in the world, and he wants to help men fight depression. What do you think of someone like this?
There are really good things. I mean, someone that's helping men getting out of depression and someone that's giving money to charity. So I think it's good.
This man, by the way, is called Andrew Tate. A lot of people don't like him.
Why they don't like him? I think it's really cool what he's doing.
I agree. What's your take?
Wow, somebody here with some sense. Okay.
On Andrew Tate.
There's some things that he says that I agree with, and there's a lot of out-of-pocket things he says that I don't.
What do you agree with?
Yes, the men should be the providers. I
Okay.
don't mind that at all. Of course,
Okay.
every lady likes to be taken care of.
Okay.
He's the protector, he's the provider, you know, little things like that.
6.5 hours later. Because he's so picky about like having someone with no body count and like just being super selective.
So would you marry a woman that slept with over 50 men?
I wouldn't, personally, because I've been married before and divorced, so I wouldn't.
So that's what Andrew Tate says. He says body count matters. You have to be selective.
I think so.
So we agree with Andrew.
I would say I agree with him on the majority of it.
So how do you know that he has actually sexually assaulted women?
There have just been enough complaints that it's kind of like if you hear like a stampede, there's probably horses.
This is haram.
This isn't prehistoric times. You're not going to knock me over the head with a club and drag me back to your cave.
And you think Andrew...
What are you talking about? He didn't do any of that. You just lied on that man. What are you talking about?
Would knock someone over the head with a club?
I think he would definitely try.
He helps men...
What?
...fight depression. That's actually one of his biggest viewed YouTube videos. What are your thoughts on that?
How does he do that? I've never seen that video.
He just talks about leaving the matrix, taking personal responsibility, going to the gym, just self-improvement. What do you think about that?
From what it sounds like, he's perhaps telling men that they have to fight through their feelings, and I feel like that's not the way to approach things. I think men are supposed to be vulnerable and should be vulnerable and
fuck out of here.
Can be emotional. And any kind of like toxic masculinity where you're telling men to fight through all of that is not okay in my book.
Can you define toxic masculinity?
Yeah, toxic masculinity, I think, impacts all genders. And to me, it's basically, this belief that...
One of the things he says is that he prefers a woman who has a low body count. What do you think about that?
That's his opinion. I don't really care. That's just him.
So would you marry a woman that's been with 100 men?
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. No, stop lying. No, you wouldn't. Nobody would. Stop.
What about a woman that's been with 500 men?
Same thing.
A lot of women don't like him because he once said that he thinks a woman is a man's property. What do you think about that?
Everybody have their own opinion about what other people say. I think when he says that, I think he has a reason why he's saying that. I mean, women have their own opinion not to like him. From what you described, I think he's a great man, individual, and I think people need to respect him.
He says that he prefers women who are younger and have low body counts in terms of how many men that they've slept with. What's your take?
Every normal guy would want that.
Is that what you want?
That's what I want. Obviously, you don't want to deal with a woman that has been messing around a lot of people.
Okay, so if you're marrying a man and he's paying for everything, right? Would you like to sort of be his property in that he'll look after you the same way he looks after, let's say, like his car, his house?
I don't need somebody to constantly be looking after me. I just need if he's my husband, he should love me, but he shouldn't be feeling the need to look after me. I'm an independent person.
Haram. What are you talking about? Oh my God.
What if there's somebody dangerous on the streets that's gonna come attack you?
I own pepper spray.
Okay, but he's got a knife.
And I could get a taser.
You don't want a man to protect you in the jungle out there?
Okay, let's say I have like a scrawny husband. Like, how much is he really gonna be able to protect me?
Well, are you gonna pick a scrawny man?
No, I'm not.
Exactly.
All right then. So what the fuck are you? Yo.
Why aren't you gonna pick a scrawny man? Because
And that's why he says we need to go to the gym. We need to improve ourselves physically. We need to learn how to fight. You need to learn how to use a firearm so you could be able to protect your loved one. She's out here. What are you talking about?
that's just not my preference, but like that is some people's preference.
Stop. She's lying.
it's not some people's preference. All women want big men.
That's not true. I've met some interesting women.
Do you want to be a CEO and a boss bitch?
Yes.
Why?
Because I want to be able to make my own money and provide for myself.
Hurrah!
He once said that
All right. Well, you're just gonna have to be buying vibrators and dildos because you're gonna be alone for the next 30 years.
women are the most precious thing on the planet. What's your take?
I don't know. I don't like that. I feel like, yeah, we're strong. We're precious and we're strong. So I feel like him saying we're precious is kind of like dimming down our strength. So I didn't really like that.
He thinks like a man should provide for a woman. What do you think about that?
I think women can also provide for ourselves.
You don't want a man that can provide for you?
I want to provide for me and then he can spoil me.
That nigga's trip. Stop. Oh my god, bro.
You're actually the first woman today that's told me that she wants a protector and a provider. Tell me why you like this.
I mean, I'm not, big enough to fight somebody out in the dangerous streets. Like, I've lived here my whole life, and there's a lot of creepos that come out and harass you and say things to you that just are not kind. So, having somebody there to protect you and know that, if something does happen, everything will be okay.
That was a long day. We spoke to a lot of different people and they have a lot of different things to say. I think my conclusion is people don't really like him, and also they don't know why
They don't know why. They don't even know why. They don't know why at all.
like him. Like I said, I've met the guy. I don't think he's misogynistic. I think he's a very nice man, and I think what he's doing for society, especially for men, is
W
so
video.
important.
W video. Like, if you don't like somebody, please give us a reason why. Don't look like, please. This shit is so annoying. Well, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.